On top of that, we're trying to figure out this whole thing with Netflix and doing a new special. And during the pandemic, 2020 especially, it was not even a possibility of assembling a few people, much less a stadium. So Netflix made it clear, we need a new special sooner than later, okay? This was right before they didn't have Squid Games yet. You remember?
Red light.
Yeah. Some of you are like, that's racist. No, that's accurate. That's really good. That's good. So anyway, Netflix said as soon as there's an opportunity to record a new special, we need a special. So with time going by, there became two options for recording a special in late 2020. One was Florida, and the other was Texas. Some people from Texas cheering? Yeah? Okay. You could cheer all you want. That's where I got COVID. Yeah. Chingate esa. So here's the story. So I had done shows before, in Texas, and I had never done a show in San Antonio. So the original plan was we wanted to record a special in San Antonio for the new Netflix show, for the series. So we couldn't really travel too much. And remember, they kept telling us, stay in your bubble, stay in your COVID bubble. Don't forget to stay in your bubble. So in order to be as proactive and just careful, we all went out there together as a team, okay? And then we all basically said, we're going to do a residency in San Antonio for 30 days. 30 shows in 30 days. And on the last day, we'll record a new special. This way it gives me a chance to start performing again because it'd been over a year since I touched the stage. And so we get there and they gave me the option. Do you want to stay in a house or do you want to stay in a hotel? And I said, well, I've never lived in Texas before, so let's see what a house feels like. So they got us like this fancy Airbnb, and basically, it was Martin, Alfred, my friend Rick, myself. It was like four of us. It was like the Mexican version of the real world, okay? So we're all in this big house together. Everyone gets their own room. And so, of course, I get the big room because it's me. And, look at something. No. Yes. So I open up the door. I turn on the light. Click. And I'm like, this is a beautiful room. Wow, look how big it is. And then I notice there's a hole in the wall. And I said, that's weird. So I get really close to the wall. And when I got close, I realized it's not a hole. It's a big-ass roach. And let me tell you, I am not exaggerating when I tell you that cuca was this big. That roach was this big. Now, I have used this unit of measure before to exaggerate. And let me tell you, I'm not exaggerating when I tell you that freaking cucaracha was this big. And I don't want you guys thinking, oh, what, you think you're too good for roaches? No! I grew up with roaches my whole life. My mom and I, we lived in apartment buildings, projects. We always had roaches, but they were different. First of all, they were this big. And California roaches are very different. Okay? For example, when you turn on the light, they scatter. In Texas, he chilled. In California, they respond to sound and movement. Ah! Scatter. I tried my California technique on this Tejano roach. I said, ah! And the roach was like, what? Oh my God, I don't think he's in my room. I think I'm in his. And at that moment, my tour manager walks in the room and she's like, is everything okay with the accommodations? I said, no, the room is beautiful, but look at the wall. Aw, there's a hole in the wall. I said, get closer. She gets up to the wall and she's like, oh, it's a big ass roach. I said, you're okay with that? She said, he's not in my room. She can see that I'm visibly bothered by this roach. So she's like, would you like me to take care of your little friend for you? And it is a little emasculating because I'm a big guy and she's like 5'2". So she's like, move, fool. She takes off her shoes, she grabs it, she gets up on a chair, and she brings it back, and she's like, soy la 69. Bam! Nailed that roach. Threw down her shoe, put it on. I look at the wall, and it kept moving. And I said, you have angered our friend. And she was like defensive. Fool, round two. So she grabs her shoe, gets back up on the stool, and she brings it back. And just as she's about to nail this roach for the second time, that shit started flying. It was a Harry Potter roach. Oh, man, mira. She's ñañeras, man. So anyway, we were there for 27 days. And for some reason, on the 27th day, out of a team of 30 people that were there to film a special, I was the only one that tested positive for COVID-19. No one else got it. Not Martin, not Alfred, nobody. And I told Martin, dude, I don't know where I got it. And he said, I think you got it from the roach. Anyway, on top of dealing with COVID, and by the way, a sincere apology to the city of San Antonio because I was supposed to tape a special with you guys, and clearly for obvious reasons we couldn't do it. But I hope you understand why I had to do this tonight. On top of dealing with COVID, the vaccine situation, I come to find out someone was trying to extort money from me. Yeah, and they weren't even family. So chingate esta, watch. I get a phone call from my manager telling me that someone reached out claiming to have video footage of me being inappropriate with models. Yeah, see? Look at it. You guys are like me. Yeah, I'm like, I need to see it too. Now, no disrespect to any woman who has ever given me the opportunity. But none of them were models. Maybe a couple of cochinas from West Covina, maybe. But they were not models. They were not models. They were just good citizens. Thank you. So anyway, they said I had until 9 a.m. to make a deposit of $50,000 into an account, or they were going to release the footage to TMZ, and my career was going to be over. When I got the message, it was already 6 p.m. So I had missed the deadline by like half a day. So I was like, well, let me turn on the TV, still, see if I still got a job. And clearly this is the first time you guys are hearing about this because there was no footage. They were just trying to scare me into giving them money. The only reason why I'm telling you the story is because only 50,000? Like seriously, that's what my career's worth? Don't get me wrong. I know when I said 50,000, some of you were like, oh, and it is a lot of money. But if you're going to go after a celebrity, $50,000 is really low. Like, to put into perspective, they did the same thing to Kevin Hart. And with Kevin Hart, they hit him for $10 million. $10 million, which lets me know where I stand on the comedy totem pole of success. There's Kevin Hart with $10 million, and I am like the Groupon of extortion.
Where'd you get your extortion? Got that shit at Ross. It was on clearance.
$50,000. You can't even buy an Escalade with $50,000. That is like a Hyundai Sonata at best, okay? And that's like a base model. Like, you still gotta do this shit to the window, you know? I'm not trying to preach to nobody. This is what you got to do with your life. Hell no, shoot. You like burgers? Kill it. Dale gas. I'm just saying that's what I'm going through. And then people think,
Oh, he's trying to lose weight because he's doing movies. He wants to look better. He wants to be accepted. He wants to be accepted.
no, 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 no. Don't get it twisted, you guys. Don't even think that. At my highest weight of 445 pounds, the level of acceptance I had was amazing, okay? To put it to you like this, at 445 pounds, there was women throwing themselves at me. At 445 pounds, there was men. Oh, in Bay Area, let me tell you something about gay men. I know you're in here. I saw the line. I'm going to tell you something about gay men. Gay men are very creative, they're very persistent, and they're very opportunistic when they want to achieve the mission. They're just as calculated as straight men are. I'll give you an example. I'll tell you a story, right? So, one night, Martin and I are at a bar, and we're having drinks. And that should come as no surprise.
Oh, really? They were drinking?
Yeah, we killed it. So, as we're drinking, Martin is paying attention and he's listening in to a conversation that's happening about 15 feet away between these two girls. They're going back and forth, and one of them was like, I don't believe we finished the whole bottle.
How the hell are we supposed to get home?
Martin stands up, looks at me, and says, Bro, I'll be back. And then it began, the hunt. You know, freaking. Gay men are the exact same way. They listen, they focus, they pay attention. They wait for one of the cows to get away from the rest of the herd so they can corner it and strike. 4 hours later, Martin and I are at the bar, and I'm 16 shots of tequila in. Oh yeah, and I feel fantastic. And I tell Martin, bro, I don't remember the last time I had this many shots of tequila. And Martin goes, bro, you're crazy, Fluffy. You're crazy. Wait right here. I gotta pee. And so he leaves to the restroom, and I'm leaning against the bar. The bar is the only thing keeping me standing. And from across the room, this guy stands up, looks at his friends, and says, I'll be back. And then it began, the hunt. And he gets in my face and he tells me, I just have to say, I am such a huge fan of yours. Oh my God! Anytime someone says they're a huge fan of mine, it automatically makes me smile. Even more so if I've been drinking. Oh yeah, if I'm drinking, I'm like, thank you. Thank you. Bro, I was so loaded, I bowed. Thank you. The guy puts his hand on my shoulder and he says, I just have to say, you have gotten me through some difficult time. And he stops talking and he squeezes and he goes, oh my God. Do you work out? I was so drunk, I said, a little. You're the first person to notice. And he's like, oh, you could totally tell. And he squeezed again. And I said, I'm sorry, am I overstepping? No, bro, you don't understand. I'm stressed out. That felt pretty good. Want me to rub both your shoulders and your back and scratch it? Because I will. Oh, whoa. Hey, go for it. He grabs me by the shoulders, you guys. He grabs me by the shoulders and he turns me around. Now I'm facing the bartender, and the bartender is trying to warn me. The bartender's like, hello, hello, hello. I was celebrating the fact that I got away with that for so long. For so long. I snuck backstage at Chris Rock. I snuck backstage. Until karma showed up one day in the form of the most extreme fan I have ever had in 20 years of me being a comedian. I had someone who not only made it backstage, this person paid to get into my dressing room. Okay? Yeah, he didn't pay me, by the way. He didn't pay me. I'm an honest hoe. Okay? I made no money that day, all right? Yeah, if I would have gotten paid, you wouldn't be hearing this story. Here's the thing. I walk into my dressing room from the bathroom. I just finished showering up and I'm in a towel. I walk into the room, come to find out later that this man was a very wealthy businessman in the community, okay? And when I walked into the room, he's wearing a very, very nice suit. So when I saw the suit, I didn't give it a second thought because he looked professional. I thought maybe he was the general manager of the building, one of the concert promoters. He could have been someone's agent. So when I walked in the room, I'm like, Tao, can I help you? He looks at me, and it was the most uncomfortable conversation I have ever had. He looks at me and says, listen. I am not here to waste any of your time. Fluffy, I am prepared to take care of you. I will give you a new Lexus and an allowance that's more than what you make as a comedian. Leave with me. I was never more disgusted and offended at the fact that I was not gay. Because finally, somebody wants to take care of me. Do you know how many people I take care of? No one's ever offered me a Lexus, and they should. I felt horrible saying no to this guy. I still think about it. I still have the number. Houston, I'm gonna tell you something, and I don't know how this is gonna go over, but I'm gonna say it. I would be an amazing gay partner. I would, all the way up until that one part, but even then. Have you ever driven a Lexus? Those are nice. Sometimes you gotta take one for your own team. I'm just saying. Now, in all seriousness, not to be funny, not to be disrespectful, let me tell you the reason why I would be an amazing gay partner. The level of communication between two men is so high, I might actually get an answer. There might be clarity and understanding. I might hear a yes. I might hear a no. Do you know how many relationships I have been in where I still don't know the outcome to certain conversations? Very simple yes or no questions. That's what I would do. Something as simple as, baby, you hungry? Well, I haven't eaten yet, so I probably should eat something, but I'm not feeling it right now. But if I don't eat right now, you know how I'm gonna get later. So I guess it's probably a good idea if I start eating right now. But it really depends on the options. What do you think? Ah! What about this one? Baby, where would you like to eat? You hear all the guys? Yeah. Finally! I'm not alone! Everybody's pointing at somebody right now. Guys, am I right? This has to be, you would think that this is the safest question in the world to ask, but it's not.
Well, just pick something. You know me, I'm go with the flow. Whatever you decide is okay with me. You know me already, just pick something.
All right, we're going to Burger King.
I don't like Burger King.
Why do we gotta go to Burger King? Burger King gives me chorro. Chorro is Mexican diarrhea. How about this one? How do you feel? Really? Really? You want to know how I feel? Well, you know, maybe if you'd pay attention from time to time, you might know how I feel. You might not need to have to ask me such a question because you would already know exactly how I feel. The amount of time and energy I've exhausted to let you know how I feel, and you have the nerve to ask me, how do you feel? Now imagine the exact same conversation between me and Mr. Lexus. Do you know how efficient that conversation would be? Hey, bro, you hungry? Thought you'd never ask. What do you want to eat? Whatever you want to eat. We're going to Burger King. I love Whoppers. Me too. We go to Burger King and we tear it up. We get back home and I ask him, hey, how do you feel? Horny. Me too. How do you want to do this? Heads or tails? It would be efficient. It's hypothetical. But believe me, I still think about it, you know? Especially whenever I get into fights with my girl and she says something like, oh, you think you can do better? Oh, I know I could have a Lexus. I don't know, man. Funny, huh? I got some tweets about the first show. People were asking Martin because, people saw Stand Up Revolution season 1 and they noticed that your hair is different. Your hair is actually 3 inches longer than it was last year.
You know what? I'm just glad I picked up inches somewhere, bro. I'll take it.
What's different, bro? Because last year, it was getting longer, kind of starts getting, now you're bringing back the 80s, bro.
I wish I could bring back the 80s. I went hard in the 80s, bro. You know that show, Remember the 80s? Mm-hmm. I'm glad they made it, because I forgot half the crap that I did.
And you guys have no idea. This man right here, okay, if he looks like a rock star, it's because he is. He parties hard. I know how hard he parties. Ozo knows how hard he parties. Let me tell you a story. After, season 1, Stand Up Revolution, we went on tour for a while. We went all over the U.S., and as a gift to all my buddies that were on the tour with me, I gave everybody an iPhone 4S. For gift. Martin was so excited because it had this feature, it still has this feature called Siri, where you hit the button and you can talk to the phone, and it'll help you out. Like you say, oh, call John, and it's like, ding, ding, calling John. It's really, really cool. But Martin, you see how he is? He messes with the phone. He's like, ding, ding, Siri, tell me something dirty. And the phone takes everything literal, so it's like, ding, would you like me to locate a car wash? So anyways, you guys, I had a lot of fun watching him play with the phone, but then a couple weeks go by, and we're doing a show out in Northern California in San Jose, and we had a really good time that night doing the show, and the people invited us to hang out, and we had a bunch of drinks, and someone said, you want to go eat? And I was like, yeah. And someone said, you want to go drink? And so Martin and I parted ways for about an hour, and then we met up an hour later back at the, at the hotel, and I'm walking in okay, and he's gone. He is just, and somebody's helping him in. I'm like, who are you? I don't know, but he fell. And dragging him in, and he doesn't even take off his clothes. He gets into the bed with everything on, including his shoes. So the next morning, you guys, Martin comes over to my side of the room, and he's like, bro, are you okay? Bro, I peed on myself. And my response was actually, again? Because he's partied that hard in the past. Martin has partied so hard, you guys, that there's been times where he's had to throw away mattresses. All right? So I go, Martin, why are you taking this so much worse? In the past, whenever that happened, he laughed about, oh, bro, look what happened. Party like a rock star, He goes, bro, you don't understand. My phone was in my pocket. I go, no. Yeah, I drowned Siri. I had a heart attack. And I felt bad because Martin was like, bro, it's a new phone. I go, listen, Martin. I says, hey, don't worry, I got you covered, man. And so I said, listen, I'm going to go get you a new phone. So we take a nice little trip to the mall, and we found an Apple store. And we get to the front, and there's a girl there with a clipboard, and they're always trying to, how can I help you? And, well, we want to see about replacing my friend's phone. Did he lose it? I go, no, it's actually, it got damaged. Well, what's wrong with the phone? I go, it kind of got wet. And then she looks at Martin, oh, did someone drop it in the sink? Like, no, not exactly. And she said, oh, he dropped it in the toilet? He wishes. She goes, well, we have a few in stock. Would you like a black iPhone or would you like a white iPhone? I said, well, you know, Martin and I have the same color iPhone. I said, we both have a white one. So I says, just so we don't have the confusion of always grabbing each other's phones, I said, Martin, would you mind getting a black iPhone? He goes, yeah, but does the black iPhone have Siri? And I'm like, what kind of a question is that? Why wouldn't the black iPhone have Siri, right? And then I started thinking, can you imagine if a black iPhone was really a black iPhone? You know, Martin gets in the car, doo doo. Siri, what's the temperature outside? Why don't you stick your head out the window? Siri, talk dirty to me. You better not pee on me. Okay, I ain't like that white iPhone. But I could handle it though, you know. I could handle it. People say, well, you know, Gabriel, you go up there and you make fun of yourself. No, I don't. I come up here and I tell you the things that I heard people say. There's a difference. You know, sometimes I set myself up for jokes and I don't realize it. 3 years ago, I bought a Beetle, not even thinking. That's not the joke. Shut up. See, I can't even tell you guys this story already. I wasn't thinking. I bought the car because it was affordable, economical, brand new freaking Beetle for like 17 grand. I was like, ah! First new car. I go to show it off at my friend Martin's house. I thought it was nice. I pull up, you know. Martin! He lives in the hood. I don't get out the car. Across the street, there are these gang members. The kind of gang members, they don't really get into, you know, like shooting people and stuff like that. They just hang out on the porch and talk a lot of smack. And so I'm there in a Beetle, and across the street, I hear this, right? I'm like, Martin! And over here, I hear, Órale! Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going? How'd you get in there, is it? Hurry up, Martin! 2 months later, I go back to pick him up. Now I've had some time to work on the car, right? I put some rims on it, some stickers. I put a chip in the motor so it goes faster. I thought it was bad, right? I pull up. Martin! Órale! I'm not turning around. Hey! Hey! I don't see you. Yoo-hoo! Hey! Oh! What? Check it out, hey! It's the Fat and the Furious! I didn't even wait, man. Got rid of that car, man. I traded it in and got myself a big old SUV. It was nice for a while. This car freaking sucked on mileage, so man, it got 11 miles to the gallon. Oh, you cannot be badass in a car that kills gas like I kill tacos. You can't be at the stoplight trying to intimidate other cars. You know, what? Whoa. $20 right there. Hell no, man. But it was kind of cool. It had a GPS navigational system in it, an OnStar, which was really cool. You know, I'm driving and all of a sudden this girl's talking to me. Right turn up ahead. In 3/4 of a mile, left turn. And I'm like, whatever you say, baby. Thank you very much. Again, it's our last show. And Martin, hombre, you're my best friend in the whole wide world. We've been on this roller coaster ride for freaking over 10 years. On the road every single week, a lot of time away from family, away from other friends. This man knows me better than I know myself. Serious, that's a real friend right there. And I just wanted to do something real special for you, bro, because I love you and you've been there for me.
Uh-oh.
I got you a surprise. No, he's coming out. No, I'm not. No. Relax. Fluffy, not fluffy. Yeah, all right? No. You got long hair, but I don't pull it, bro. That's like... No. And this is cushion, but not for your pushing, all right? So we got to keep it cool. No, but hey, I love you, and I wanted to do something real special for you since this is the last show, and I know you're having some problems because you don't have a car right now, so I'll just leave it like this. Manny, can you run the footage, please? Hey, what's up, you guys? I'm standing right here in front of Madness Auto Works with my buddy John. This is the season finale. It's the last episode, and we wanted to do something really, really special for the special man in my life. That doesn't sound right. No. My homie Martin, he's my buddy, he's my friend, and so we got Martin his own van. So, Martin, say hello to your future ride. All right, so basically the van is in a lot of trouble. Let's just take a look right now, just so you guys can see what's going on. As you can see, based on the torn paneling, somebody tried to escape from this van at one point. So mom's blanket is in here. I don't know what's going on right here, but Martin, nothing but the best, bro. Car's 40 plus, Martin's 40 plus. And by the time we're done, they're both gonna look 27. So.
Exactly.
Tell us, what are we gonna do with the van?
Braking system, transmission overhaul, engine overhaul, body work, paint. It's gonna look nice.
It's gonna be pimp. It's gonna be pimp. Dude.
Wow. You're kidding.
That footage was actually from 7 months ago. As you could tell, I still had 3 chins, not one like now. And somebody like, he looks bigger right there. Maybe it's the TV. No, cabrones, it's a diet. So what can I say? We got the cameras, we got the lights. I want to take you outside and show you what we got, Martin.
Stop it.
Come on, let's go, bro. Watch the monitors. Watch the monitors. We'll see. Come on, cabrón. Come on, let's go.
Wow. That is sick. Wow. Are you kidding me right now?
Check out this warrior right here. Look at this warrior. Wait. Here, put on the glasses.
Wow.
Wait, do the pose. Wait, hold on. Wait, there's more, Martin. Come check this out over here. Look it. I know you said you want like an A-Team style van, so that's what we did. We got the cool fancy grill right here in the front. I got your alter ego on this side.
Dr. Filthy. Nice.
I'm gonna get you cards made. It's gonna be really cool. Check it out. There's more, dude. Look, here's like the secret window so that girls can cry for help from it. Check it out over here, Martin. Help me with the back. Check this out. Nice. Somebody's daughter is gonna get sacrificed in here. I hope you guys know that.
This is ridiculous. I can't say thank you. This is amazing. Gabriel, stand-up revolution. Gracias, bro.
I love you, man.
I love you too. I love you, man. You guys jotos, but we do love each other. No offense.
Hey, puto.
Let's go in the van.
Hey, you guys, this is the perfect way to end the show or kick it off. So we'll be right back with more stand-up revolution. Jump in here, man. In the last special that I did a bunch of...
You can't have, oh, seriously, around here you gotta be careful because the police here in Bakersfield, they don't mess around. They will stop you for anything, man. They got me outside and you know, whoo, what are you doing? Walking. But I noticed something though, if you can make a cop laugh, they will work with you. But you gotta really make them laugh. You can't just make them go, ah, you gotta make them, you know, you know. I made a cop laugh so hard one time, he almost peed on himself. I know this because he told me. He was like, you don't understand. I damn near pissed myself. And here in Bakersfield, man, it's no different, man. I love every part of this town. I even love Oildale. Oh, yeah. And for everybody watching at home going, what the hell is Oildale? But I still love it, guys. I still love it. I'm sure at home, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are wondering, what's going on, Gabriel? Okay, you get a TV show. Why would you want to do it in Phoenix, Arizona? You know, especially with everything that's going on. Why would you take a chance? Let me tell you why, okay? We've been touring with Comedy Central all over the country. 50 states, you guys, in a tour bus. Every city, every state has been amazing. Everything was going so smooth until we passed through Phoenix. I gotta tell you what happened, okay? We're on our way to California, and in between the two, you know, there's a checkpoint where they're looking for illegals, narcotics, weapons, or all three if you're convenient. And we're rolling through. It's pretty good, huh? Anyway, I know I did a good bus because when I went, she's like this. She's like, he's really good. It's really good. I saw the bus. I saw it. Anyways, it's early in the morning and we're rolling through and we get pulled over and the immigration officer walks over to the window and he, you know, our driver, you know, he's like, what's going on here? And our driver, right? It's a cool dude named Dave. He's been driving tour buses for like 30 years. He's old and white. And he doesn't care. Like his favorite line is, I don't give a Good old Dave, right? So the officer's like, what's going on? And Dave is like, it's a comedian, Gabriel Iglesias, and his entourage of comedians. It's sponsored by Comedy Central. It's legit. And as they're talking, we hear this outside. Hold on. Our dog has just informed us that there is something inside this tour bus that is not supposed to be here. And our driver looks at the immigration officer and he says, is that what he said? Goddamn Scooby-Doo. And we're in the back having a heart attack. Ah! Dave, you're gonna get us arrested. I don't give. Next thing you know, they asked the representative of the tour bus to get off. So my name and my face are on the side of the bus. Door pops open, and I'm greeted by an immigration officer with the last name, Sanchez. Traitor! Not only did he recognize me, the guy was starstruck, because as soon as he saw me, he was like, And when I saw that, I said, oh, this is gonna be easy, right? We'll take some pictures, I'll sign some autographs, and we'll go. Here comes the other guy with the dog, right? Hey, what's in the bus? And I look at Sanchez and he's still, I didn't think nothing of it, you know? He's like, what's on the bus? I'm like, just more Mexicans. You know? I didn't know, right? I knew I messed up because I look at Sanchez and he's like, next thing you hear, freaking, everybody off the bus. Freaking Martin, my friend Alfred, my friend Noe, freaking 1 little, 2 little, 3 little Mexicans, 4 little, 5 little, 6. Everybody off the bus, and then they put us up against the side of the bus so they could frisk us for narcotics and weapons. Guys in the back, show the picture. Now notice you don't see a white bus driver in the picture. It's because he took the picture. Apparently, even after talking smack to immigration, he was still considered an innocent bystander. You guys, can you show the next one? That's Sanchez. Traitor! Show the next one. There's the dog. And there's where we threw it. Trust me, they did not catch me with anything. Because my guys are fast. Hell yeah, if they would have popped me with something on that freaking tour bus, are you kidding? You guys would have heard all about it. That sucker would have been on TMZ. Freaking, uh-oh, Fluffy's doing Puffy. I'm gonna tell you guys the saddest part of that whole situation was being on the side of the road, being harassed by immigration, okay? Meanwhile, there are cars driving past the same checkpoint, and I'm getting recognized. And not only am I fairly recognizable from almost any angle, I'm touching a bus that has my name and my face to confirm.
That's who we thought it was.
So I'm against the bus, and this guy's got his hand on my butt, and meanwhile, from behind, I hear this. Fluffy! He's American! Damn! I took a road trip about a year ago. I look forward to problems. I'm sure at home, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are wondering, what's going on, Gabriel? Okay, you get a TV show. Why would you want to do it in Phoenix, Arizona? You know, especially with everything that's going on. Why would you take a chance? Let me tell you why, okay? We've been touring with Comedy Central all over the country, 50 states, you guys, in a tour bus. Every city, every state has been amazing. Everything was going so smooth until we passed through Phoenix. I gotta tell you what happened, okay? We're on our way to California, and in between the two, you know, there's a checkpoint where they're looking for illegals, narcotics, weapons, or all three if you're convenient. And we're rolling through. It's pretty good, huh? Anyway, I know I did a good bus because when I went, she's like this.
He's really good. It's really good. I saw the bus. I saw it.
Anyways, it's early in the morning and we're rolling through and we get pulled over and the immigration officer walks over to the window and he, our driver, he's like, what's going on here? And our driver, right? It's a cool dude named Dave. He's been driving tour buses for like 30 years. He's old and white. And he doesn't care. Like his favorite line is, I don't give a Good old Dave, right? So the officer's like, what's going on? And Dave is like, it's a comedian, Gabriel Iglesias, and his entourage of comedians. It's sponsored by Comedy Central. It's legit. And as they're talking, we hear this outside. Hold on. Our dog has just informed us that there is something inside this tour bus that is not supposed to be here. And our driver looks at the immigration officer and he says, is that what he said? Goddamn Scooby-Doo. And we're in the back having a heart attack. Ah! Dave, you're gonna get us arrested. I don't give. Next thing you know, they asked the representative of the tour bus to get off. So my name and my face are on the side of the bus. Door pops open, and I'm greeted by an immigration officer with the last name, Sanchez. Traitor! Not only did he recognize me, the guy was starstruck, because as soon as he saw me, he was like, And when I saw that, I said, oh, this is gonna be easy, right? We'll take some pictures, I'll sign some autographs, and we'll go. Here comes the other guy with the dog, right? Hey, what's in the bus? And I look at Sanchez and he's still, I didn't think nothing of it, he's like, what's on the bus? I'm like, just more Mexicans, I didn't know, right? I knew I messed up because I look at Sanchez and he's like, next thing you hear, freaking, everybody off the bus. Freaking Martin, my friend Alfred, my friend Noe, freaking 1 little, 2 little, 3 little Mexicans, 4 little, 5 little, 6. Everybody off the bus, and then they put us up against the side of the bus so they could frisk us for narcotics and weapons. Guys in the back, show the picture. Now notice you don't see a white bus driver in the picture. It's because he took the picture. Apparently, even after talking smack to immigration, he was still considered an innocent bystander. You guys, can you show the next one? That's Sanchez. Traitor! Show the next one. There's the dog. And there's where we threw it. Trust me, they did not catch me with anything. Because my guys are fast. Hell yeah, if they would have popped me with something on that freaking tour bus, are you kidding? You guys would have heard all about it. That sucker would have been on TMZ. Freaking, uh-oh, Fluffy's doing Puffy. I'm gonna tell you guys the saddest part of that whole situation was being on the side of the road, being harassed by immigration, okay? Meanwhile, there are cars driving past the same checkpoint, and I'm getting recognized. And not only am I fairly recognizable from almost any angle, I'm touching a bus that has my name and my face to confirm.
That's who we thought it was.
So I'm against the bus, and this guy's got his hand on my butt, and meanwhile, from behind, I hear this.
I took a road trip about a year ago after my SUV. Took a road trip from LA. Joke. She's in the car, can hear them.
Another thing that I now consider a compliment is that from time to time, I have people who are experiencing their first ever comedy event, and they're not accustomed to laughing for long periods of time. And they get so excited and so involved with the show that they forget. They forget to do a very basic thing called breathing. You'd be amazed how many times I've seen this in the front row. Just and they pass the hell out. The messed up part is only I can see what's happening. And they're usually like,
Fluffy, do something.
I'm like,
Do something. He woke up. Thank you.
I had a lady one time up in the balcony who laughed herself unconscious. And she went forward and she wound up hitting her head on the rail that was in the aisle. Now, I couldn't see this because I'm on stage and I had spotlights in my face. And it wasn't until after the show was over when Martin came back out on stage and he took the microphone. And then he tells me in my ear, bro, some lady just got hurt on the balcony. The paramedics are here. They have her in the lobby. Let's go check on her. I'm like, let's go. So we go behind the curtain. Security is waiting for us with the car. So we jump in the car and they raced us around to the front of the building. Now, as soon as we get to the front, we see an ambulance. We start walking in. And now, not to take anything away from this serious moment, because this really did happen, it's a little bit funny in the sense that my show just finished and people are now starting to leave the building. They just saw me on stage a minute ago and now they see me walking in the front door. You gotta see it through my eyes, He's big, but he's fast. I don't know how the hell he did that one. That's pretty good. I come in and immediately I cut right to where the lady and the paramedics are sitting on the steps leading to the balcony. Now the lobby is starting to fill up with people and I'm trying to get from point A to point B without getting stopped. So I started doing this, and I know it's gonna look a little weird, but it worked. Are you okay? Are you all right? People see me doing this and immediately they're like puzzled. The way you looked at me right now, they looked at me like that and they did this. What the hell's he doing? It made everybody take 2 steps back and do like this. It created a hole for me to get to them. And then they see the paramedics and they realize what I was trying to do. Everything was fine till I got really close. And then one of the paramedics calls me out. What are you doing to the lady? I go, listen, sir, the woman obviously sustained a head injury. And I'm just giving her a chance to process the fact that it's really me. And I'm slowly getting closer to her. I realize now that I'm in this incredible position where I can no longer walk up from behind someone at one of my shows and go, hey. Why not? Because then, clear. Fluffy killed another one. So finally the lady looks up. She must have been 55, 60, little Asian woman. She sees me and she's like, you too funny. You almost killed me. I am so sorry. Are you okay? Is there anything I could do to make you feel better? Yes. Yes, I feel better. I would like a 2 t-shirt. I'm gonna get you 2 t-shirts. And 2 DVD. I'm like, you're not that hurt. Get your ass over here. Come on. So I stand her up and immediately one of the paramedics, hey, she hit her head. She shouldn't be standing. I said, listen, I'm the artist performing here tonight. I accept full responsibility over this woman. I got her. It's cool. Plus, she's tiny. We're only walking 10 feet to the merchandise table. No big deal. So I said, come on, I got you. Let's go. As soon as we start walking, she starts venting. Mr. Fluffy, you have no idea a kind of week I have. My son, he married this girl. She no cook, no clean. Move into my house. Now I have to cook and clean for 2. Oh, some bullshit.
And I'm like, oh my God, that's gonna happen to me.
Mr. Fluffy, I must apologize to you because I do not know who you are until today. I have a friend who gave me a ticket. She says, Susie, you stress so much. You need to get out. Husband win ticket in the raffle. Only have one ticket. You take it. So I look at the ticket. Ticket say, the Fluffy. I don't know what the comedy show is because I never go comedy show. I see Fluffy. I think it's a musical like a Cats. I say, okay, I go see Fluffy Cats. So I come here early so I can get the popcorn and the soda, and so I sit and I wait for Fluffy Cats. Next thing I know, your friend Martin, he walk out on stage with a big hair, big goatee. I say, oh, this not the Cats. This not the Cats. This Lion King. That's a Mexican Mufasa. And he start cracking jokes. And I start laughing. I laugh. Then you come out on the stage. I cannot take. I can't breathe. I black out. And when I wake up, I have an ice pack on the head, blood in the eye, and the two young white paramedics, they both touch me right here. They say, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?
What did you tell him?
Oh, never better. Susie, never have a two young white men touch me right here same time. Oh, your show very special, Mr. Fluffy. Very special. Your show like a Make-A-Wish. If I have a scar,
You're gonna sue me.
no, not going to sue. If I have a scar and the friends ask me, hey, how you get the scar? Now I have a great story to tell. I'm going to say, two white men, same time. While a Mexican watch.
I get her back to the paramedics. The paramedics are like, she's a handful, huh? I'm like, oh yeah, she's horny. She likes you. So here you go. As soon as I turn around, all I see is a lobby full of people and a bunch of cell phones. There's footage of what I just told you out there. Everybody was recording what happened. What I thought was cool is that everybody waited for me to finish with the lady and the paramedics, and then all of a sudden, when I turned around, just people started coming up. Some people wanted to shake my hand, some people wanted a high five. One guy just wanted to hug me, and he didn't say anything. He just hugged me, just, are you okay? You sure? All right. A couple of kids are looking at me, they're like, I'm a dork too. I don't know how to talk to women. And this guy always comes, hello. Girls go crazy. And ladies, I'm gonna tell you right now, if a pretty man is your thing, if a gorgeous GQ guy is what you want, then by all means, go for it. But I'm gonna let you know right now, in the long run, a pretty man is gonna do nothing but lie to you, cheat on you, and break your heart. That's why, ladies, you need to start giving guys like me a chance. That's right, because I'm going to tell you guys right now, the worst thing I'll ever do is have dinner without you. And everybody... Look at some of the girls.
Everybody gives me advice too on the best way to meet that certain someone. You know, like my sister Emily, she always tells me the best way to meet someone is to go on the internet. She goes, go online, you'll meet someone. I'm like, I thought it'd be a good idea because my sister, she's cool people. She goes to school, she goes to church, she's nice. But I gotta tell you guys something, she's a freak. You know, you meet her in person, she's all sweet and innocent. Oh, hello, how are you? Nice to meet you. Bye. But you catch her online at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, man, she's like, I'm licking and sucking your toes. Ooh, do you like it? Now see, that's scary. It is, because I had no idea she was online. I was like, yeah, I like it. I was like, what's up? I see my sister the next day. She's like, I met someone. I said, me too. Check it out. I got some sandals. What's up? But you guys have to be careful. If you're gonna meet people on the internet, be careful, because you don't know what you're gonna get. You don't. I went on a blind date with a girl who was half Sasquatch, half Chupacabra. Yes, some of the white people, Chupa what? It's like Bigfoot, only smaller. Like cousins, you know? You gotta be careful, because they'll throw these little mysterious words out there to kind of like, get you excited. Like this one girl, she described herself as bubbly, you know? And I hear bubbly, and I was thinking, oh my God, wow, really? Shut up, wow, really? Oh my God. Shut up. Man, and instead what I got was... standing there. You have to be careful. And I said, you know what? Okay, maybe it's my bad luck. It couldn't possibly happen to me 3 times, right? So I gave it another shot. I went on another blind date with a girl who said she was a sexy Latina. I was excited. What's up? I get to her house, you guys. She was not Latina. Oh, no. She was black. Now, I didn't have a problem with her being black, but she specifically wrote out, I'm Latina. So I called her on it, right? I said, hey, girl, before we go any further, didn't you say that you were Latina? You know what she told me? She got mad. She was like, boo, I am Latina. Shoot, that's my name. All right then. Let's go.